Hello, everybody. Dead Spikes here. Today I'm making a very informative guide geared towards the newer players of Borderlands 3. I'm going to make a beginner's guide geared towards Zane. If this video does well and people enjoy it, maybe I will make some for the other three characters, but this one is mainly geared towards Zane. Hey guys, something I want to note here real quick, a new function I added, kind of refilling the candy store kind of deal. Now that I can send loot to all consoles, I've set up something on my stream. There's these things called channel points on Twitch streamers. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but basically you accumulate these while you watch them. They're free points, you just accumulate while you're watching the person. They're pretty great. You can buy little neat things with them, but I set up this new function right here called buy any gun off of Dead Spikes. If you buy this, he will send you any gear of your choice that he has, and yes, he can send to every console. Exactly as it says. If you're watching my stream and you like anything that I'm running on stream, I can send that to you if you save up these 5,000 points and send it to me. They're completely free. There's no way to buy points. These are completely free. As long as you're hanging out in my stream, you can buy loot off me that I will send to you. Now let's get into the video. Before getting too far into this beginner's guide, I would like to say you need these two things right here before we do this. You need to have a level 57 Zane, and you need DLC 1 and 2. You will require items from both of them. This guide is geared towards someone who just hit 57 and has no clue what to do now. What do? I beat the game. I'm max level. How do I get up to Mayhem 10? What kind of path should I be going on? This guide is exactly geared towards you. I'm going to presume you do not have the DLCs done yet. It doesn't exactly matter, but let's start with step 1. Step 1, you should go put on my build I made. It is linked in the pinned comment down below. Go watch that video. Put that build on for step 1. Just the specs I'm talking about, the skill specs. Do that. And then come back here and let's go over what to get for the gear. The first thing you should get is a Hell Shock. I currently do not have one because I was able to skip this step, luckily. But you should go for a Hell Shock. Get a Hell Shock, you're going to have to come to the Promethea Meridian Metroplex and come over and fight Gigamind. You go out this way a little bit, you can come up here, and Gigamind is right here. You're gonna have to use whatever you have to farm Gigamind. Try it on the highest mayhem you can. It's probably gonna be between 0 and 3, maybe even 4 if you're lucky. Do it on the highest mayhem you possibly can. If you can do 5, then do 5. Whatever you can farm Gigamind on, do it on the highest one. Now you're gonna farm Gigamind non-stop over and over until he drops his dedicated item called the Hell Shock. I can kill him pretty easy with the yellow cake, and I'm all geared out towards Mayhem 10. After you've done enough time, you'll get it down pretty easily. One thing to note is while farming Gigamind, there is this chest over here that you can loot to the left. Sadly, chest loot is always at Mayhem 0. So you're not exactly going to get the best items out of here, but maybe something will help you. While farming Gigamind on whatever Mayhem you are farming him on, you are going to want to look for a shield and a grenade mod that are going to help you do the next step. I will show you the two that I am talking about. You're going to want a shield that has, let's see, bonus incinerary or bonus radiation. One or the other. And then you're going to want to find a grenade that has the opposite. You're going to want to find a grenade that has bonus radiation or bonus incinerary on action skill end. You're going to try to find a pair of them, a grenade and shield pair, one of each. And then you're also going to try to find a grenade mod that gives this anointment right here on grenade thrown, weapon, grenade, and action skill damage are increased. And you're going to want to find a shield with this anointment right here. Not exactly necessary, but while you're farming, these are the little notable things you're going to want to be looking for anointments. The color of the shield and the grenade does not matter. It just needs to have the anointments. It could be a white shield and a white grenade with those anointments. As long as you find a shield and grenade pair with those anointments, you will be set. I think it took me about 10 kills, and I was able to get the health shock I was talking about. Doesn't matter the stats, doesn't matter the anointment. I actually got a decent anointment, but grab that health shock. Now, hopefully at this point, you did find the shield and grenade mod. It will make the next section a little bit easier. All right, you're going to come and farm Grave Ward. This is going to be probably the longest section of all of the farming. You're going to come to Eden 6. You're going to come to the floating tomb. And once you're here, I hope you have the shield and grenade mod. If not, you can try without. But if you have them, throw them on Incinerary ASC and Radiation ASC. Doesn't matter the colors again. And you have to have your health shock. The rest of the build does not matter currently. You just need those 3 items. After you have those 3 items, you're going to want to throw Digiclone on rather than Sentinel. So you're going to run Digiclone and Barrier like so. When you have your Digiclone on, make sure you have Doppelbanger on. When you have all of your loadout set, you have your Digiclone on, go to the highest Mayhem you possibly can farm him on. I had to drop down to 7 because Mayhem 10, I couldn't do it with the health shock I currently have, so I dropped down to 7. If you have to drop down to Mayhem 0, so be it. Mayhem 1, do it on whatever Mayhem difficulty you could do it on and still do it as a fast kill. You have to learn how to do the Digiclone trick to be able to farm him faster. Make sure your health shock is on fire. Hit your Digiclone as you're dropping and it will cast your action skill and anointments. And then just farm Grave Ward with the health shock that you have. Make sure to be doppelbanging your Digiclone to get those action skill and anointments procced. Shouldn't take too long to kill him if you are on the right Mayhem level that complements your build. If you find anything else that he drops to help him kill him, sure, use it. Lyudas work really great on Grave Ward if you do find one. All right, bang, we killed him. Now, the reason you want to farm Grave Ward, because Grave Ward drops the legendary shotgun called the Lob. Right here, you can see. I have a few of them. I carry a lot of them on me. You're going to want to try to find a Fire Lob and a Shock Lob. Doesn't matter the anointments on them. You're just going to try to find a Shock one, like right here, and a Fire one. Alright, if you followed these steps, this is about what you should be looking like on progress wise. Obviously these spots will not be empty, but this is what you should have. You have your Fire Health Shock, you have your Fire Lob, your Shock Lob, your shield with your Sentinel movement speed increased, and your grenade with your on grenade thrown, weapon grenade, and action skill damage are increased. This is hopefully what you got from Grave Ward after farming him. It may have taken you a few days to do this, but this is what you got. Next step is going to be getting your class mod and your artifact. The class mod you're going to want to be getting is the Seen Dead. The Seen Dead is Zane's best class mod by far. You get it from DLC 1. It is a world drop. It also drops from the final boss. Now you could farm the final boss for the class mod because he drops it the most. He drops between 4 to 6, but sadly you really aren't equipped to be able to farm the final boss. I'll show you a nice little area that's easier to farm this bad boy. Again, it is a world drop, so it might drop while you're running through DLC 1. Make sure to grab it, and make sure to get one that has +2 in playing dirty. The rest of the other stats don't matter so much. Just make sure it only has +2 in playing dirty, and everything else should be fine. If you really want a god roll one, go for some weapon magazine size, and you should be set. So, you're going to want to come to the handsome jackpot. You're going to want to be far enough to be able to... Okay, I guess I clicked on the wrong one. Go to the handsome jackpot. You're going to want to come to the Spend Opticon, or however you pronounce it. And you're going to be coming over to the area on... oh, I'm all turned around here. Whatever. It's up here. I believe it is the market. Yeah, the market district right here. The place you go right before the compactor. Once you have the market district unlocked, there is a hunt over here. You can see him right here. Make sure to have Sentinel barrier back on. And you have all your nice anointed stuff on. And you just run over. And you just farm this hunt guy right here. He does have a armor on, so maybe use something corrosive if you'd like, but my fire lob just goes right through him. So if you have the fire lob, it should just shred him. And boom, he's dead. He drops the class mod like every other kill. He drops it quite a bit. It's pretty easy to farm. You just save, quit. Just keep doing that until you get your class mod. Now for the artifact is not farmable, sadly. This artifact you get from DLC 2 at a certain point in it. Claptrap just simply gives you this pearl of ineffable knowledge. Thankfully, the rolls on it are pretty easy to get good ones, so you have a high chance of getting a good one to drop. But if you've already gotten this at a lower level or something, you might have to reset True Vault Hunter mode to go get one from DLC 2 again, or whatever you have to do. Go get the Pearl of Knowledge, because that will be your artifact. After you have that, you will have the whole setup except for a 4th weapon, which you do not need. Now you're gonna need to be farming weapons, because these 4 slots right here do not upgrade from Mayhems, only your weapons do. You're going to be farming for an unseen threat. Now you are Mayhem 10 ready. It's pretty crazy to think, but you are ready to slam on the gas and farm Mayhem 10. You have the full build on, and now you're gonna farm for the weapon that'll make Mayhem 10 easy, the unseen threat. This sniper absolutely destroys with Zane, and it is a great weapon to get, easy to farm with lower level weapons. You have your fire and shock lob. Those are the weapons that will be used to do this farm. Now switch it to Mayhem 10. You're gonna want to go with rolls like these: Big Kick Energy, Mob Mentality, Laser, Fire, Roguelite. These are pretty decent rolls. Go with them. Swap it to Mayhem 10. And then you're going to want to come to DLC 2. So you're going to want to come to Xylorgus. Going to want to come to Curse Haven. Then you're going to want to come to Olmsted Square. Now once you are here, make sure you have the full setup. You have the Sentinel Shield. You have the Grenade Thrown Grenade mod. You have your lobs, class mod, and artifact. You have all the skills set up. You have your barrier and sentinel put on. You are ready to rock. Now, this boss you will be farming, this mini boss is a rare spawn, so he has a chance to spawn. He is not going to show up every single time you run down here. But when you run down here, you're going to come up to this corner. You're going to see if the portal pops up like that. The portal pops up like that. You are going to kill him. I am using a Mayhem 0 lob right now, and that's what I'm using to break his shield. It's not even a Mayhem 2. That's a Mayhem 0. This is a Mayhem 10 lob, so it's going to absolutely destroy him. But you're just going to keep killing him and killing him and killing him until you get the God roll unseen threat. Not an unseen threat, a God roll unseen threat. You are going to absolutely go for the unseen threat with Cryo Sentinels active. Gain 100% of damage as bonus cryo. You need this weapon right here with this anointment. The stats on it doesn't matter so much. The anointment is what matters. Now that you have your unseen threat after days and days and days of farming, yes, I know this farm is extremely excruciating to get this unseen threat, but if you get it to happen, you're ready to farm Mayhem 10 to the core. You can kill almost anything with this weapon right here. And now you're going to come back to Graveward and you're going to reverse farm your lobs back. So make sure to put your shield with your incinerary and your grenade with your radiation, or whichever combo you have. Switch back to your Digiclone. Have your Mayhem 10 on. If you want, you can put the modifier that gives you extra crit damage for the bottom, but I'm fine with the modifiers that I have. You have everything set up. You are ready to farm Graveward. Pull your unseen threat out. And you just do the ASE. Get that action skill and anointments going. And you're going to be able to freaking shred Graveward on Mayhem 10. Now just farm Grave Ward over and over and over and over again with this unseen threat until you get your lobs back. I would go for all 5 lobs. The anointments don't matter too much of the lob just because it deals such a crazy amount of damage. But if you can go for that Cryo Sentinel anointment, it's going to make your lob do even more damage. Now the world's open to you, really. You're Mayhem 10 ready, and you can do whatever you want. Now, some weapons I do recommend you to try to go for is a Chaos Sun is really good if you can get the Cryo Sentinel anointment on it. The Monarch is another really great weapon. Maybe get those, and then you're ready to farm the takedown probably and get yourself a redistributor. But don't even try the takedown until you have Chaos Sun and a Monarch. Those are going to help you do it because you're not going to be able to chain kill, which is going to be really hard. But there you go. Maybe get some Cutsmans. Cutsmans work really good on the end boss of the takedown. Ion Cannons are also a really good bet. They do a lot of damage. Yellow Cake's currently in the game. It's not always going to be because it's an event item. There you go. That'll do it for this tutorial, this beginner guide for Zane. I hope it helps you guys get set up for Mayhem 10. If it did, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit the thumbs up button if it did help you out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. Spikes out.